Hello everyone, I'm Lorcana, and today I'm going to be taking some Redfasa for a spin in this post-Ursula's Return world. About a week ago I posted what my updated list was going to look like, and this I believe was it. Since then, I've actually made quite a few changes. The big ones you'll notice is that there's a whole lot of more 2-drops in the deck. Flynn Rider, Frenemy, Lumiere, Fiery Friend, and Pegasus Flying Steed. The Lumiere Fiery Friend is there to help against all of the Sisus and the Mother Gothels that are running around everywhere to try and make it so they have to target the Lumiere. They can't target anything else. Pegasus is there as an answer to Diablo, who is running rampant. And Flynn Rider is there just as a really good lore getter. You know, a lot of the decks, especially blue-red, don't get out a big creature until quite late, so having that there can really help turn the tide. And to go with all of those 2-drops, I am playing a Perdita, or 2 of them in fact. She just works well with 2-drops, and it made sense at this point to include her as a little more card advantage. That does mean I had to cut my 1 of Chernobog, which makes me sad, but it's okay. Yeah, this is the list that I've been liking, and I will take it for a spin. Here for game 1, playing against good old Ruby Amethyst. This deck is definitely on the downswing, but, you know, the bounce package is still as strong as ever. So against Ruby Amethyst, I don't think the Flynn Rider Pegasus matter that much. They're going to have their own Sisu, so Lumiere can be good. Hydra and Mana Medusa I'll pass to later. So let's mulligan these 4. Okay, this gave us a bunch of pieces. They start by inking a Maui and playing a Rafiki. Ooh, that was a nice draw. I'll ink a Stitch, and I'll play the Mulan. They quest for 1, ink a Mini, and play a Mim. Makes sense. Perdita. Well, I'm gonna ink a Lumiere and play a Lumiere. Let's see what my opponent has next. They're going to ink another Maui. Quest for 1. And play the Rafiki and a Cusco. I'm going to ink this Maleficent. Do I play Doc or Julieta? I think I take my cards when I can get them. So Julieta will heal Mulan, draw me a card, and I'm gonna quest with Mulan. Mulan did her job, she got me a card. And now she's a 3/3 on board, so yep, we'll trade for Rafiki. We'll play a rabbit. I'm gonna ink that Pegasus. I think here we just try to get stuff off the board. So Sisu will banish the Cusco. And Julieta at a 2/4 conquest. If they want to spend their turn challenging her with both of their characters, that's fine. Okay, they have a fox. But, you know, Juliet already did your job. She drew a card off from Luan, and she got in for one. Here, I'm going to take the advantage of being able to finally play Mufasa. And I'll quest for one with Sisu. My opponent sinks friends, so they're going to have all of the cards at this point. We just have to win with what we've got. They quest with Mini, quest of Snake, play another Snake, to bounce the Fox. Okay. Then I'm going to ink that Fox, to play a Rabbit. Tremaine is good. But I don't want to Tremaine until I've Sisu'd the Mini. I don't just want to Sisu the Mini this turn, so I think I'm going to play Perdita. Get back and move on. Then quest for 3 and pass. My opponent's doing a bunch of questing and trading their snake for my Mufasa. Mufasa will reveal a Mother Gothel. Are they going to play an ink and then a Be Prepared? Yep. Okay. We'll start with playing Flynn Rider. I didn't want to play either of these reactive cards with my remaining ink. I think I'm going to be better off, like, this Sisu is going to be much better off taking out a Mini. So Sisu, banish one of these Minis. I don't want to risk this Flynn to a Fox, so I'm just going to pass here. They quest for 2, play friends, play a goat. So I'm no longer going to get lore off of Flynn. But I'm going to quest for 1 of Sisu, because if they want to take the turn off with questing with Mini, that's fine. Then I'm just going to play this Maui. It'll put us in a position to gain lore off of Flynn again. And it will answer the goat if the goat quests. They quest for 1. Quest for 2 more. Rabbit. And Tremaine. Tremaine's gonna make me sacrifice Sisu. So I can banish the goat, they gain 2. I can play Rapunzel, draw 3 cards. Yeah, but nothing here gets me out of it. They just went a little too aggressive for me. So I'm going to have to concede here. I'll see you for game 2. Game 2 with Redfasa against Sapphire Amethyst. I don't know what this deck looks like. Gonna guess it has the bounce package. This is too many healers. Perdita's a late game card. Gonna keep the Flynn Rider just in case. But I don't need 2 of them. Then ink a fox. Play a popsicle. Gonna ink a dragon. And pass. Then ink a Chernobog's followers and play Annoy. I am going to ink one of these Flynns and play a Flynn. If they don't play a character, we gain 3 lore, but they understandably have a character. This has resist 1? Okay. Here we will ink another Flynn. And play Doc. And pass. The queen is going looking for an item. Looks like she didn't find, but now they're playing the popsicle. They eat the popsicle, they play a Cinderella. And they quest for 2. I'm going to start by questing with Doc. Inking a Maui. And playing a Redfasa. And then I'll pass. The queen can take... Nope, the queen's looking. I was going to say she could take a free trade into Doc. Instead, we're going to trade my Doc for their Cruella. They play Human Flynn, which means we're going to play Sisu next turn. That's what Sisu's been great at, just banishing Hiram Flabbershams. Chernobog's followers. Pegasus is something we can play. I think I'm going to... Before I do anything, I'm going to challenge the queen. Let's see what spits out. A Maleficent. That's pretty good. Maleficent will banish the Hiram. Now I don't have to play Sisu. So I can ink this Pegasus, play a Maui, and challenge the Noi. And now we're actually in a position to gain some lore with this Flynn. We have a 6 power and a 7 power character. They ink a Noi, play another queen, play a spellbook, quest for 1, and draw a card. My turn. We draw Mulan. We gain 3 lore off of Flynn. I guess I will start by playing Mulan and Rapunzel. Draw 2 cards. Then Quest of Maleficent. And pass. They're looking for an item with the queen. They find an ice block. They play ice block. Ink Cruella. Play a spellbook. And concede. Alright, I'll see you for game 3. Game 3 with Redfasa playing against Ruby Steel. What do we have? So I think this deck that we're playing against tries to be the Flynn Rider Frenemy. So I think what we need to do is make sure we keep this Mother Gothel. We don't need 2 of these Mulans. And we don't need the second Stitch. And the Sisu is just much too late of a card. Okay, they lead on Captain Hook. I'm gonna ink a Maleficent. And lead on Mulan. They ink a Maui. And play Mr. Smee. I'm gonna ink Gothel. I'm gonna play a Pegasus. That allows me next turn to play Julieta, even if they play a Flynn Rider Frenemy this turn. And since the Pegasus has evasive, it also lets me start questing. They play a Little John, Bodyguard, and it gains evasive on their turn. Well, that's unfortunate. Sisu will be good at someday. Gonna ink a Stitch. Play a Julieta. Another Gothel. Okay. We're drawing a lot of these kind of cards. Pretty soon we're gonna need to start drawing some 5-drops. They ink Tinkerbell. And play a Donald Duck Buccaneer. During turn banishes, challenge. Okay. Well, that's the thing we can do. I will ink this dock. And I'm going to ink a Mother Gothel. Gonna play Lumiere. Pegasus will banish Little John. Mulan will banish Captain Hook. Julieta will quest. And then I'll play another Gothel. Let's see what my opponent does from here. They ink a Snuggly Duckling and play a Beast. They're gonna banish Mulan. They're gonna quest with Smee up to 9. Wow, they are zooming ahead. And quest with Donald. Okay, and we drew Medusa, which is gonna be good next turn. I'm gonna start by playing Julieta. Drawing some cards off of Gothel. I will ink dock. And then I'll just start doing some trading. Gonna banish Donald Duck with my Mother Gothel. And Smee with my Mulan. And then I'll quest with Julieta, and I think I can quest with Lumiere. They're not going to want to challenge Lumiere with their beast. And I'll pass. So I do get to draw an extra card this turn, but next turn I can Madame Medusa the beast. Despite them getting off to a head start, I think we're kind of stabilizing. Tinkerbell's really good. Okay, I will ink Lumiere. I will play Medusa. Banish Beast. And now I kind of have to just pass. If they quest, I can banish Tinkerbell with Medusa. They play an RLS Legacy and pass. I'm gonna play Pongo. I'm gonna draw a card off Pongo. Flynn Rider, that's gonna be helpful. I'm gonna ink Mulan and play Flynn. And I'll quest with Medusa. No, I won't quest with Medusa. I almost always forget about Tinkerbell's extra ability. What does this hook do? Okay, it's a scar. Okay. Oh, but it has 5 power, so it turned off my Flynn. I think I'm gonna play Rapunzel. Heal 1 off of a Julieta. Ink Lumiere. And then let's start challenging the RLS Legacy. 5 and 3. Oh. 5. Oh, and 2. Oops. And 2. And I'll pass. They get to make some good trades here, but we needed to take care of the location. They play an Imperial Bow. Chosen hero character means Challenger 2 and Evasive. None of their characters are heroes. What are they gonna do? Tinkerbell will banish Julieta and probably take off Lumiere. Yep. That lets Captain Hook take out Julieta and Madame Medusa if it wants to. Or do they have something in their hand? Now he's Fishhook. Okay. Julieta is banished. Are they going for the Medusa? Yep, Medusa's banished as well. We're about to have a clear board, though. Because I can send Pongo into Tinkerbell. I can play a Sisu. And I can quest for 3. They have to play something. They either have to banish my Flynn or play something with power 5 or greater. They just play a Jolly Roger. Jolly Roger I don't especially care about, so I'm just going to quest for 6 in addition to the 6 I gained. Pass the turn, so they have to answer my board. They play a Tinkerbell, which is strong but doesn't win them the game. I guess they can give it Rush. Okay. So they can... Oh, they don't have ink. If they have more ink, they could give it Rush and take out 2 of my characters. But without that ink, I get to win the game. Alright. I will meet you back at the deck tech and we'll talk about how things went. Alright, so we went 2-1 with this version of Redfasa, losing to Ruby Amethyst, where they just kind of got out ahead of us and we could never quite catch up on lore, but beating a Sapphire Amethyst deck that we just completely controlled the board and took over, and also beating a Steel Ruby deck where they got out fast, but they ran out of cards while we still had plenty, and that ended up being the game. So what do I think about this list? I don't think I'm going to change anything going forward. I think all of these cards do their job. We never really ended up in a Pegasus matchup, but I promise you, Diablo is a problem, and so having a 2-ink answer to Diablo is very important. And yeah, everything else, the Sisu did its job. The big Sisu, we never got to banish anything. Still played it as a big 3-lore character. And everything else is just pretty classic Redfasa. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. If you enjoyed what you watched, please like and subscribe. I'm Lorcana. I put out new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thanks for watching.